Dana JOHANNSEN Last updated 1652, July 2, 2018. Netball NZ will celebrate its 100th year in 2023. New Zealand is in the running to host another major women's sporting event after Netball NZ last week lodged its official bid to host the 2023 Netball World Cup. Netball NZ submitted its bid documents outlining a vision for an Auckland tournament to the International Netball Federation over the weekend. It comes as NZ Rugby chases the opportunity to stage the 2021 Women's World Cup. Like their rugby counterparts, Netball NZ's bid has the backing of both central and local government. Netball NZ events manager Kate Agnew said the organisation had received formal notification of financial support from government, and Auckland Council has also agreed to commit money to the event. The Australian Diamonds have held the Netball World Cup since 2007. Hosting two major tournaments in the space of 2 years presents the opportunity for New Zealand to capitalise on the growing movement to celebrate women's sport. Read more, government will back NZ's Women's World Cup at defensive clinic powers tactics to crucial win rookie tactics mid-quarter. Kimi Orapoi thriving. The Minister for Sport and Recreation, Grant Robertson, has made the promotion of women's sport a key priority in his first term. New Zealand will lead women's sport internationally over the next 4 years, through hosting the International Working Group in Women and Sport (IWG) World Conference in 2022 and the associated 4-year IWG Secretariat. Netball NZ is expected to face strong competition for hosting rights, with South Africa having previously indicated their interest in hosting the 2023 event. It is not yet known if South Africa has submitted a formal bid. But if it has, it would be the first time in several World Cup cycles that the awarding of hosting rights would be a contested process. An African nation has never hosted the event, although Botswana did stage last year's World Youth Cup. But 2023 will mark Netball NZ's 100th year, and organisers hope to incorporate the game's biggest showpiece into their centennial celebrations. "We're going to have a centenary celebration regardless. It is a hugely significant milestone for New Zealand netball, but this would be a wonderful way to culminate it," Agnew said. "One of the things we have done with the bid is looked at it very much as a 5-year project, rather than just the 2 weeks of the event itself. We will build through to the Netball World Cup and beyond. We see that not only for New Zealand, but what we can do to help grow and develop netball globally leading up to 2023 and how we can support it to grow and develop beyond." New Zealand last hosted the event in 2007, when it stepped in late to rescue the tournament after the INF withdrew hosting rights from Fiji following a military coup to unseat the government. Prior to that, Christchurch played host to the quadrennial tournament in 1999. For the 2023 tournament, Netball NZ is proposing a dual-venue event in Auckland, with preliminary round matches split between Spark Arena in downtown Auckland and the North Shore Event Centre, which is set to undergo a major revamp in the coming years. The finals will all be staged at Spark Arena, which has a capacity of 8,000. Splitting the event between two venues would create logistical challenges, Agnew accepts, but she said there are several operational mechanisms that can be put in play to make it a great experience for both athletes and visitors. Matt King, Getty Images. Netball NZ hope the strong following the sport enjoys in this country will help them clinch hosting rights for the World Cup. At the last World Cup in Sydney in 2015, games were split between two different venues at the Olympic Park, but spectators could only watch matches played in the main arena. One of the things we took on board from the Australian model with the dual venues was that the feedback from teams that played in the second venue did not feel like they maybe had quite the same experience. So our bid is around equitable scheduling and equitable event presentation. The two venues will be treated absolutely the same in terms of the setup and all teams will play at both. Agnew said officials had considered using the ASB Tennis Centre in Stanley Street, a short walk from Spark Arena, as a secondary venue, but it was ruled out due to uncertainty over development plans. The ASB Tennis Centre has long been earmarked for extensive renovations, including plans for a retractable roof over centre court and increasing the seating capacity to up to 5,000. All Sice or Grace Cara in action against Barbados at the last World Cup in Sydney 2015. When we looked at this bid, we thought, if we were hosting this next year, what would we put forward? Therefore we couldn't realistically put Stanley Street. If Stanley Street does get redeveloped and does come into fruition the way it has been talked about, then that is something we can always think about. INF will assemble a 5-strong committee to assess the bids, with a final decision likely to be made in November after formal presentations to the board. The next World Cup will be in Liverpool, England in August next year. Fiona Goodall, Getty Images. Netball NZ will use some of the legends of the game, like Maria Folau, as event ambassadors. Stuff.